Alright everyone, welcome to another installation of our Mobile Suit Guides series. Today we're going to be talking about a Gelgoog, and this Gelgoog is going to be the ground type Gelgoog. This Gelgoog is very different, well not I shouldn't say very different, kind of different from the other Gelgoogs in the sense of it's only able to be used on the ground, as since named ground type. There's another ground type, which is a general type, this one's a support, but the other one would be the Gelgoog VD. So, not to get confused, we'll just call this one the ground type. We'll call the other one the VD throughout the rest of this video. But we're going to cover the ground type. So, going to our build here. As you can see, this suit starts at 400 cost. There's only 2 levels of it, which go up to brings it up to 450 cost. It's a simple support, really. And what I like about the support is it plays a lot more like a general than the support. So, with that in mind, let's go into my build. I used the Gelgoog beam rifle, but when you unlock this suit, it comes with a special beam rifle that only it can equip. It's the ground prototype beam rifle. It's not, it's powerful. It's a one shot. It's a stagger if it hits. You don't need to charge it, but it's a stop to fire and a stop to charge. But it does do a lot of damage and has more range and the same heat rate as the Gelgoog beam rifle. But it doesn't do as much damage as the Gelgoog beam rifle will do at level 1 uncharged versus fully charged, so on and so forth. So, you know, the best option here would be the Gelgoog beam rifle in terms of damage and just offensive capability. Its only melee weapon is the beam naginata. Its sub-weapons are an armed grenade launcher level 1, armed Gatling cannon, and its short shield. The short shield does not have a lot of health and it's short, it barely covers anything. It's kind of like it'll save you if enemies are using machine guns but not really anything else, and maybe a couple melee swings. For parts here, we're going to be running levels 1 through 4 shooting programs, or enhanced firing programs, level 1 new model frame, high spec cruise control level 1, enhanced melee program level 1, and anti-melee armor level 1. So as you can see, there's a couple of weird parts here that normally you wouldn't see on supports. Anti-melee armor, yes, right? You'd see it on supports, but the thing is, with enhanced melee program and high spec cruise control goes with its skills. Now, this suit is a support that's supposed to be like a general type. Why do I say this? I mean, why is this a big thing? Is because its skill set is very fun for this suit. Going over to its skills are high performance radar level 2, which extends your radar range to 400 meters from the base of 300. High performance scope, which means you can zoom in your weapons further. Observational data link allows allies to see the HP of enemy mobile suits captured on radar. Leg shock absorber level 2. Quick boost level 1. High performance balancer level 1. And special leg buffer level 1. So essentially this suit can go in there and melee brawl, and it does have a little melee priority, but the thing is that you are a Gelgoog with 3 stuns, and you can utilize all those stuns really well. Your armed Gatling cannon will stun, your armed grenade launcher will stun, and your beam rifle, when fully charged, will stun. So, you got 3 stuns and balancer. Granted, you don't want to be diving in there 24/7, but a healthy mix-up of close, medium, and far-range combat with this suit is the ideal playstyle to maximize your effectiveness and, you know, cause enemy generals to really have a bad time, which is what we're looking for. So that's why we're smacking health on, that's why we're smacking like more base speed, and we're smacking a little bit of melee damage. But we do have about 50 range boost with our current setup, and if you really want to go hard with the close range combat, you can go more health with the strength and frame level 5, shield parts, level 1 and level 3 anti-melee, level 1, 3, and 4 ranged, and that way you have a little bit more survivability. You can use the ground type rifle with this build, and even if you really want to go with the ground type prototype rifle, I highly suggest focusing rings to cut down your charge speed. no charge times. Therefore, you're not sitting there still for too long. But this build, the speed build, is what I recommend the most due to the fact of you can close gaps a little bit faster and you can walk just as fast as most generals at this cost. So, moving on. Let's get into the practice range. Let's test this suit out. Well, not test it out. Let's show off the suit. We'll call it a day. Alright, welcome to the combat or practice range portion of our video. So, let's talk about our stun options real quick before we get into anything. Opening up my Hot Wheel, we got the beam rifle, we got the wrist Gatling gun, and we got the wrist grenade launcher. So here's the thing. Your wrist grenade launcher is gonna be your closest range stun. That's gonna be fast and reliable. Your Gatling gun's good at closing the distance between mid and close, and then your beam rifle's your longer range stun. Now here's the thing. You're gonna shred this. We're gonna shred this Grandpa Gundam here. We're gonna hit him with all of our weapons, and we're not gonna go in for the melee right away. Don't do that with this suit. Even though it's got balancer, we're not going in for the melee right away. We're trying to bait out every single thing this Grandpa Gundam has, and then going for the melee. So we started off like this. This is gonna be your basic combat combo. We're at long range. We're gonna hit. We're gonna get the stun. We're now closing in. We're gonna start using the Gatling gun. We got the stun. We're closing this is finally hitting our grenade launcher twice to stun. Going in for the finish. That's basically how you're gonna do it. This suit's really good at basically pushing it with the general types or the blues, however you want to call them, and basically maintaining a frontline support mentality. But thing is, you're exposing yourself to a lot of raids that also like to fight on the front line, so you gotta be careful of that. At 400 cost, you have to really worry about the Axlock Commander, the G-Line Assault Armor, the G-Line Light Armor, and never ever forget the Blue Destiny Unit 2. Don't forget about that thing. You really aren't worrying about many generals. The only generals you should really be worrying about are like gun cannon type Ds and ranged generals that don't like to fight on the front line. For supports, Hidolfer, assault gun tank, really, but gun cannon. That's about it, really. You're not going to be like threatened by like too many things from other supports. But let's talk about stun counts. It takes 2 grenades to stagger an opponent, as you'll see. Doesn't matter if it hits the shield or not, but you just need to hit 2. Beam rifle needs to be a full charge to stun an opponent. The Gatling gun takes about half to 3/4 of your magazine to stagger. So keep that in mind. You have the same hitbox if you're familiar with the Beam Naginata. It's the same hitbox no matter what. But you got a semi-fast boost speed for being a support that's locked to the ground. You have ground topography, so you don't burn your thruster gauge as fast, and you get up slightly faster. So yeah, that's really all there is to the suit. It's not a very complex suit. It's a general with support typing. That's really what it is. And yeah, I recommend this suit if you're not really if you don't play supports and you play mainly generals. This would be a good support to get into supports with if you're looking for a similar playstyle. So yeah, that's my recommendation for it. If there's anything I missed or a suit you want to see in the future, let me know down in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we're going to be doing more of these series. So it's been Grandy Warrior, K2Range Power, signing off.